What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from Pink Tourmaline. What's up? What's up? We got some people in the mix. Hey, Gender Ender, I've been seeing your comments a lot lately. Hello from PNW. Peace be with you, beautiful souls. Greeting and love from Canada. Children of Light, Mihaela, is asking, what is PNW? Yeah, I agree. What is PNW? What is that? Let me know. Let me try and see if I can guess. PNW. Peninsula? No, I have no clue. I don't know. Let us know. Let us know. I'm going to share some big news with you guys today. I'm finally ready to share it. Hey, we got one of the members in the house, Amy Figoli. What's up? What's up? Welcome from Maine. Pacific Northwest. That's what it's got to be. Good call, Black Herd. Welcome, welcome. And Paul Wallace is back in the house. What's up? What's up? I can't believe I finished. By the way, guys, I ordered Howdy McCoskey's second book, and as soon as I finish it, I'm going to reach back out to. I'm going to make another series on it, and then I'm going to reach back out to him and try to schedule a second interview, or like an interview. Excuse me. He said he wanted me to read both of his books, so it's on its way. Hopefully, it should be here in a day or two, and then we'll go from there. Wait, it says I'm frozen now, guys. Am I frozen? Let me know if I'm also frozen. Mihaela, I think last time you may have been having. You were seeing me frozen, but I don't think other people were seeing me as frozen. So it might be on your end, but let's see what other people say, and we'll take it from there. Gender Ender says Pacific Northwest. That is it. Okay, Paul Wall says not frozen. Gloomer Doom says not frozen. Okay, yeah, Mihaela, I think it might be your connection potentially. Yep, Portland, Oregon area. Very cool. You know, I've never been to Portland. I've never been to Oregon, period. I've never been there, and I'm actually very curious to check it out. Maybe I'll go this summer. Who knows? The Black Herd says not frozen. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, what's up, everybody? I got to tell you guys something, and I think probably all of you guys maybe watched it because you guys are coming to the channel very regularly, but here's the deal. The video I made last night called Truth is Your Shield, and it talked about the relationship between being truthful in life and being in alignment and how that relates to discernment. When I came across that information, I was just blown away. I'm like, this is one of the most important videos I've ever made because it's like something I've been feeling for a while as the key to again, right? We're still theorizing, we're still open to whatever, but if we are indeed approaching this topic from the perspective that we are constantly being manipulated, and the way to exit this cycle is by seeing through the BS. I thought I came across one of the most important revelations yesterday in terms of this idea of discernment and how to hone that discernment. Obviously, we've heard other people talk about it in different ways. Jason Giorgiani, amongst others, David Icke, just having that awareness, people saying you just have to have a strong intention. But those make sense in terms of those make sense as concepts of cultivating the awareness or learning or things like that. But I felt as though I'd never seen something that is essentially a way to live, a practical way to live, or one piece of the puzzle of how to live in order to strengthen your discernment and your ability. And it makes so much sense. If you want to tell if people are telling the truth, you need to tell the truth. And it's like, and then I found that there was multiple places in different philosophies and also old school religions where it talks about this exact concept. And I don't know, to me, that blew me away. I don't know. What did you guys think of that video? Because I was just, I guess it's not getting crazy traction like I thought maybe it would, but people are watching it and stuff. But yeah, what did you guys think? Was it a revelation to you, or okay, I kind of expected that? Not frozen anymore. Yes, it is from my end. Okay. Yeah, I think it's from your end. Yes, living morally sound life even is an aspect of being able to discern. Sure, maybe it's not everything, right? Hi, hey PT, I'm from Portland. Oh, you're also from Portland? No way. Do you by chance know Gender Ender? Are you guys acquaintances by any chance? I'm just curious. Both of you guys, I think, follow me on Instagram. No, maybe not. Maybe not both of you. I know that Gender Ender follows me because Gender Ender has the exact same name on Instagram. Truth is light. Truth is experience. Truth is glory. A better tomorrow. Darkness is deception, manipulation, lies, a wicked tomorrow. Yes, certainly. I agree with that. But also, I just found it so fascinating that if these two are connected, think about it. We all know somewhere deep down that, because I think lying is the connection between all things that are really negative in this life. Honestly, so much stems from lying, or people that have a greater ease of lying, than they're more able to do all these negative things. And so we know foundationally, I think fundamentally, that lying is a terrible thing, but then yet people do it all the time. And people do it for monetary gain, for business practices that are condoned by the Better Business Bureau or whatnot, but they're still technically lying. And then we have these overarching principles from religion that obviously probably none of us really are subject to, but like the idea that, oh, you're not supposed to lie. It's a bad thing. It's a sin, or whatever it is, right? And we've been told that, so it's you want to maybe not do it because of the eye in the sky. Okay. But then this felt like a whole nother view of lying and why it's quote unquote wrong. Not that it's not even wrong or right is the right word. It's hurting yourself. You know what I mean? And I just thought that just brought it all together. We're not doing it because we're not doing it, excuse me, because there is some eye in the sky that will reprimand you down the line. And so that's your incentive. It's not even that. It's just in real time, it's hurting yourself, just like eating bad food or doing self-sabotage type of actions. And I just thought that, you know what I mean? That just brought it all together in such a perfect way. So it was, to me, it was a big takeaway. I'm in Portland, Oregon area. Very, very cool. She's or gender ender saying hi to Eddie. Blame April. Blame April. You might be new here because I don't recognize that name. I just flicked off the moon, full in its glory, waiting to eat my. Yeah, you did. Right on. Hey, did you see my food? The We Are Food for the Moon video. I think when we live in our truth and authenticity, it disrupts people in the matrix. Yeah, I'm starting to think that as well. Which is probably why this world is just filled with so many deceptions and lies, and puts people in these different societal constraints and norms that don't really fit us or make sense. And then it leads people to live in deception and lies. I mean, think about when you have people succumbing to pressure, whether it's related to marriages maybe that they shouldn't be in, or relationships or jobs or things like that, and then you're forced into that, but then you don't want to get out because of the societal pressure, and then you're just automatically, you're not even trying to be a bad person but per se, but you're just forced to live in a life that is not authentic, and that misalignment likely feeds into the matrix in the way that the matrix wants, or the system wants. So whereas when you break that mold and you get out of these strictures and can just be yourself, yes, I imagine by virtue of not supporting the system, you are disrupting the system. Lying manifests someone else's world, not your own. What do you mean by that, Gloom or Doom? Lying manifests someone else's world, not your own. Paul Wallace, I think the archons have no use for morally good souls. It's like having a cow that gives no milk. Right. Although maybe not. I mean, you could also say, I don't know how Lush works, but you could have still an individual that could be affected by lies, and there then has an emotional response. And I think they would still have an emotional response and thereby produce it, but I don't think they would be causing others harm and pain necessarily, or things like that that would cause. So they may still produce the Lush, if I'm understanding the whole thing correctly, but they may not be causing others to produce Lush. Just like kind people versus hurtful or harmful people. I followed and messaged you on IG. Don't use it much, but it's good for following. Let me see. What's your name on IG? Let me check. Let me see. Yeah, and that's my Instagram. Oh, here, let me put my Instagram up for you guys right now, real quick. That's my Instagram right there. If you guys do want to follow, it would be sweet, just because I would like to build it up and make more content on Instagram as well, more shorter, more simpler videos, random thoughts, as opposed to the long form that I'm doing on YouTube. So that'd be pretty cool. And the more people that follow me on Instagram, I think it's going to be better for me reaching out for interviews, because then people can see the following and stuff like that. And hopefully that would make people more likely to respond to me. So if you guys could give me a follow on Instagram, I'd really appreciate it. Wait, I don't see. Well, maybe your name's obviously not the same. But yeah, tell me, what is your name, Black Herd, on here? Aloha. What's up, Franny Annie? Are you new to the channel? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. Hey, Northwest burb of Chicago. I'm going to Chicago in 2 weeks. What's up? What's up? Debdo 1960. Black Herd says, I feel like all of us are really good at lying to ourselves, but I strongly feel integrity and morality are super important. Yeah, heck yeah, they're super important. Yeah, of course. I said that in the video. I think we lie to each other, but we even lie to ourselves. And that's the lack of living in alignment. I don't say this to say that. I'm not saying all this to say that I'm the one that's living in perfect alignment. I really am trying to. The older I get, the more I'm trying to make everything congruent to the best of my ability. But I think it's a feat that we just keep trying to get closer and closer to, but maybe like a limit in calculus, right? Limit as us approaches perfection, but it's a goal that maybe within this universe or within this realm is potentially you'll just keep approaching. You'll never reach it, but we keep trying. Gender Ender says, thank you. Are you saying thank you to me or to Gloom or Doom? It makes sense that they would allow enlightened souls to leave. Well, yeah, I agree, because it could be detrimental. Oh, I forgot, either Jody or Izzy. Let me see. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I see you. Oh yeah, but you have no post, right? And I think it's a picture of you on a boat. Is that right, Black Herd? Let me know. Okay, now I see you. Yeah. It's the lead. Awesome, cool. Thank you for following me. Gender observing, being emotionally intelligent and regulated, not being triggered, withholds loose from the system. I believe that. Yeah. Not having outbursts, I imagine, things like that. I try not to have any big reactions. Me too. I try not to have any big reactions, obviously, though, even before learning about this, just because I sometimes, when I used to see fights growing up, I'm really, really, really sensitive. I don't know if you guys tell or not, but I'm a very sensitive individual. And when I would grow up and I would see people fighting or arguing, outside in whatever, wherever it might be, it affected me really, really severely. And conflict is it's just really hard for me. Now, it's funny because I like fight sports, I like combat, but that's mutually agreed combat. That's a different thing. But when I feel, you guys know what I'm talking about, just fights, arguments, stuff like that. And other things affected me too. So because of that, I have tried to, and I'd say quite successfully, learn how to keep myself in control so I don't have those big outbursts. I don't get into these types of crazy arguments where I lose my temper and yell and scream. And it's because of what I experienced, I don't like to put that out to other people. So that's why I didn't do it in the interest of thinking about Lucia. I had no idea. I just had that desire from a young age because of what I experienced. And yeah, Gender Ender, I know you follow me. I think we've messaged before. Viv B is back in the house. What's up? Don't mind supporting people. Oh, thank you. The ballet dancer might be new. Welcome. How can we expect to not be food for ETs while we are so cruel to other beings on Earth? I mean, we treat cows, pigs horribly. We are getting our own karma. This is something that Everest has, or no, not Everest. Who was it? Somebody else in my DMs on Instagram was mentioning the idea, this whole idea of animals and meat and stuff like that. It's a weird thing. This is something I'm going to talk to Intuitive Underground about, because I get what you're saying, obviously, with the nature of the food chain. The thing that's tricky, though, is, from my understanding, okay, and I could be wrong, I'm not saying I'm the expert on all things health, but I have researched a lot about health. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm 45. And I feel like I'm in really good shape and really good physical health for my age. And that's because I spend a lot of time researching and learning and exercising and doing all these different things. And diet is a piece of that puzzle. And from what I can gather, maybe it may not be true for everybody, but it varies. I know people, Tony Sayers was on here talking about switching to a vegetarian diet and it just wreaking havoc on his health. I know another gentleman in Los Angeles that is a former client of mine, same thing. I think he tried to go vegan for 4 years. I even thought about it at one point too, because I love animals and I don't want to cause pain to anything if I can avoid it. But the thing is, and this might be I think this is the biggest red flag, that this dimension of this realm is inherently flawed and we're kind of set up to fail, but is that our bodies are designed, I think, best to be sustained, I think the majority of us anyways, with meat and protein and fats from other animals. And so that's just, it is what it is. And also we obviously see the same thing. I mean, we see the cycle even in the absence of humans. We see just the food chain taking place, and it's not as though we can get the animals right to all of a sudden become vegans. There's certain animals that literally must kill and hunt on a regular basis. So that, if you're talking about pure cruelty for the sake of cruelty, things like that, that's one thing. But in these cases, I don't know exactly if that should be the number one agenda or focal point, when obviously living conditions and stuff like that can be improved. But if this is just an inherent part of the system, kind of like breathing or consuming water, I don't know if that would be, hey, this is the key focal point for to fix, as opposed to some of these other things like war that we're harming each other, and there's really no point for it. If we could just settle down and stop these major battles over resources that really don't benefit anybody except for the powers that be. Anyways, when you are awake, you can and by the way, I know a lot of people have actually, I'm not so sure about the concept of karma anymore either. That may be a concept designed to effectively guilt us, part of the cycle, part of this entire system, to keep us feeling as though we have a debt to pay or something to fix, and that keeps us locked in the cycle of cyclic existence. When you're awake, you can flip the script in any relationship, either marriage, friendship, make love and truthfulness among each other and stop admitting loosh, which you were doing out of ignorance. Got it. Makes sense. What do you think about loosh being free energy to those that harvest our energy? And to me, energy equals loosh, and money is how they harvest our energy. So to me, loosh and money are connected. Sure. Wait, so when you say, wait, hold on a second. What do you think about loosh being free energy to those that harvest our energy? Yeah. Well, wait, what do you mean by free energy? And money is how they harvest our energy. Can you explain a little bit more about what you mean there? Hey, Mike is back in the house. What's up, Mike? The ballet dancer, you agree with talking about the animal stuff. Got it. Gloom or doom. We are children of the lie. The pharaohs feed lies and people follow, meaning it manifests their creation, their control, and not our own. Yes. Yes. Me in Mexico. Gray whale tour. Oh, very cool. Hey there is back in the house. What's up? What's up? I like to say I no longer consent. Let's go. Zeva, please go watch Tony's latest. I know. I was just watching it. I was just watching it. I'm going to go back and watch it. I may make a video about this exact same thing later tonight. I was like, oh my, I just messaged Tony actually on Instagram. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I'm going to go back and watch the original video and make a video because it's mind blowing. Hey, Viv, what did you think of my video about truth and discernment? Let me know your thoughts. Yeah. So crazy. And you're talking about the one you released like 4 hours ago. On the emotion thing, I don't think repressing emotional reactions is the answer, or trying not to feel emotion. It's my small YouTube channel called My Dark Explorations has methods for clawing back stolen energy. Interesting. Amy Figoli. Okay. But repressing emotional reactions. So here's the thing. I get what you're saying. So like repressing things, I get it. But let me give you an example. So, sometimes you might feel an outburst. So like you could have different versions of this. You could get so mad at somebody and you could want to scream at them, or you could want to hit them, or you could want to do these different things. Now, obviously you don't want to do that because in both of those cases, you're potentially hurting them. Maybe in some cases you need to defend yourself, but in the absence of that, you would still not repress them. You just want to deal with them in a way that's not harmful. I get that. That's kind of my point. It's not about repressing. So for example, you feel a negative thing and you feel pain. You're not going to hold back the tears. You cry, but you do it in a way that maybe honors yourself and honors that person that has evoked the reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I mean. not repression, but a way of expression that doesn't continue the cycle of harm. Krishna Consciousness Academy is back in the mix. Yeah, I know. I got that. Now, look, I'll be honest. There's a couple of things in terms of why I look so young. Number one, it is partially genetics. My mom has the same genes. Like my mom is almost 80 and she looks so young. And when she used to have black hair, when she used to dye her hair black, like she could pass for 50. It's crazy. And so I know I am the recipient of those genes. But the other thing is, I mean, I really, really do try super hard to take care of myself. I am obsessed with working out and physical activity. I do red light therapy. I have a red light set up in my actually office right behind the computer. And that's been really amazing. I eat very, very clean, very, very clean. And I quit. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I quit drinking alcohol 4 years ago. I used to like drink though. It was fun. But yeah. A gender ender, money is a control mechanism and a way to manufacture scare. Oh, yeah. For sure. Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying, is money, the system of money, a way to, let's say, maximize the Lush output? Is that, if that's what you're saying, I agree. I imagine much of the systems in place are kind of brought here or put in place for that end. I mean, if that's the whole point, right? To me, it's the dignity of an animal's life. I have 17 chickens. Oh, that's so cool. And a friend of mine has meat, birds, ducks, and chickens. Being in touch with our food. Yeah. Okay, that I agree with. That I 100% agree with, obviously, because that has to do with, once again, just treatment while things are alive. Now, it's one thing to say you have to consume, and that's just forced upon us by the rules of this reality. But yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the same thing as just treating people well, treating animals well. I think you're absolutely right. Mike, what happens if we reject the light? What possible options could the soul have? We're still trying to figure this out. I suppose it's possible. Anything is possible, but I just can't believe that that's what it would be, that you'd be stuck in limbo. Hey, we got KK Loco just gifted 5 memberships. KK Loco, what a legend, what a supporter of the channel. And I think KK Loco, you follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Everybody here, I really appreciate it. Oh, by the way, we're doing a members chat tomorrow, Google Meet we're doing the first one ever. Okay. And for this one, because it's a very first one, I'm inviting all members, not just the pink luminaries. Eventually, it's going to be just the pink luminaries level. But for this one, we're going to just invite everybody and see how it goes and kind of give it a test run. So I'm looking forward to seeing all you there. Viv B, I imagine you'll be there. KK Loco, I imagine you'll be there. And Amy Fagoli as well, who's in the house here. And I am very much looking forward to it. Okay, guys, I'm about to do an announcement. I'm going to read through a couple more comments. Hold on. Plants are alive and sentient. Yes, we anthropomorphize mamas and place them in higher. It's actually, oh, right, you're talking about animals. It's actually arbitrary, although I hate killing animals too. Vegan is not good. I guess to me, free energy is like it produces more energy than it consumes. Oh, yeah. I think that's probably the case. Yeah, it's a high energy. I think it would have to be the case. Well, maybe not have to. Maybe it could be like a certain type of energy that they can consume, so they have to convert it with some energy loss. But I do think it's a net positive output flow. Money and us chasing money is how they harvest Lucian energy. Money is the manifestation of energy. Interesting. Amy Fagoli, that guy was so calm after all he's seen. I was laughing at the entity he detected with the big butt wearing a thong, LOL. Then it turned into a monster trying to scare him, but it didn't work. What are you guys talking about? The Tony Sayers video? Ooh, I feel my emotions heavily. I just don't lash out. I use my journal. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Gender ender. We're on the same vibe. That's exactly right. Vent to try. Yeah, I use therapy too. Vent to friends, and I cry. I cry very, very openly now. There was a long period of time where I suppressed my crying because I used to get made fun of a lot when I was a kid, and I would cry very easily. And so when I got to that point where I could suppress my tears and my crying, I did that, and I thought, okay, this is how you're supposed to behave as a man. And then I think like there was 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I don't know, where I didn't cry once, which is insane. And then I don't know, I started to change my mind. And now so for example, The year that I was dealing with the stupid stalker situation, I cried. I don't even know how many times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times. I cried so many times, like broke down multiple times. I just let it rip. When me and my ex broke up, I let it rip for a straight week, just crying constantly. But that was, but that was the fastest I'd ever gotten over a breakup. And it's because I didn't do any narcotics. I didn't drink. I just let myself feel. And yeah, you got to hit that release valve and let it out. Some say rejecting the light, you merge with the true light, but I will take a pass and rather stay autonomous. I don't know. I think we're still figuring that out. Dan, earning money by paying taxes is literally a pressure. And as the majority are tied to this evil entity, is definitely creating a free loose, less, more depends on your circumstances. So Dan, what do you think? You think the key is just to be divorced completely from the economic system, which maybe is what we're supposed to do. But then it's like so much of us in the Western world, how can you do that without essentially becoming destitute? I don't know. It's like internal processing. I'm not trying to have zero reactions, but it's law of attraction. So if they're angry, then I'm angry. Then we hate each other and it gets worse. Yeah. I talked about that. Law of attraction in the video yesterday. Yo, look who's in the house. We got Tony Sayers. Let's go. Tony's the man. Me and Tony are talking about playing some pickleball. Heck yeah, dude. I've been playing pickleball like a madman the last 3 months. It's so fun. To have a huge problem with killing and eating animals, especially factory-raised animals. You say, oh, Franny Annie says, I have a huge problem with whoever made our bodies to be healthier eating animals. And I'm not happy with whoever. Yeah, tell me about it. Viv B, Black Herd, Ari, that channel. I do wonder if taking back that energy is harmful at all. Hey, KK Loco, when you gifted these memberships, how does that work? Who gets the memberships? Do you choose, or does it just kind of go to random, or do I have to give them out? Let me know, because I'm not really sure how that works. Paul Wallace, the people in Isan where I live, they pray to the animal before they just. That's dope. I mean, the Native Americans do that too. What else are we supposed to do? We have to, you know what I mean? That's the nature of the system that we're in. And I think having gratitude for those animals giving their lives is something we should still all be doing. When is the members only stream? It's tomorrow at 3 p.m. PST. I posted it in the members as a members only post on my channel. So look for the posts and you'll be able to see it. But yeah, 3 p.m. PST tomorrow. Our bodies are not created for meat. Children of Light, Mahela says, look at our anatomy and physiology. Does not match carnivores, even omnivores. We are frugivores, closest to primates. Where do you get that information? Because let me know. I'm interested if there's a documentary or books that you've read on that topic. I've researched a lot about nutrition. I am not sure that I can list a ton of documentaries that I've watched I'm open. I am totally open to having my mind changed, but I would be surprised given the amount of nutritional density that meat and organs have for human beings. Viv B, I don't think so. I think it's restoring fragments, kind of. That's the purpose of recapitulation. Wait, you guys, what are you guys talking about? Let me see if I can catch up here. That channel. I wonder if taking back oh no, you're saying taking back the energy. No, it's restoring fragments. That's the purpose of recapitulation, which again, Heidi McCoskey talks about. Of course, I haven't done it, so I don't know. Have you ever considered taking DMT? Are you talking about me? Yeah, I've done it. Let me put this out there. I'm not advocating for other people to do it. This is not why I'm mentioning it. You asked if I've done it. I did it. It was insane. I shot out of my body. I don't remember much of it after the beginning portions of it. And then the next thing I knew, I was back in my body, and it was insane. It was a massive pressure release valve for me. I cried for 20 minutes straight, bawling my eyes out after I did it. And afterwards, I did have a lot of clarity, and I gained a lot of acceptance for certain things that had happened in my life, and acceptance and forgiveness. And it was a magical experience for me. But that's about all I got to say about that. I also did it with shamans, and they had prayers and to protect our spirit ahead of time, which I think that was very important, at least for me, to do that. And yeah, it was insane. Eject button for the soul is the only thing I can say. Dan, I agree. If we want to stop the machine, we have to stop. Huzefa, Aeon Reloaded channel says that after you die, if you still feel you have a type of body using your 5 senses, you're still in the matrix. I think this might be an important clue. Interesting. The astral body, I guess. Membership gift lasts 1 month for recipient. And algorithm issues it randomly. Got it. By getting out in villages and start growing own step by step, shift the energy from low to high, and thus putting a limit on leash. Okay, that's what you're saying is the solution. Got it. I mean, that is potentially a part of the solution too. I am starting to feel, and again, I don't know, it's still an evolving theory. I just think what we're doing right here, notifying people, learning, understanding what this matrix is, that we're even in a matrix, but most people don't even realize or think about it. They just kind of go from A to B to B to C throughout life. And having this awareness and then cultivating these other psychic abilities and trying to bolster our own awareness. I feel like these are the ultimate components as opposed to specific ways of living, escaping the economic system, stuff like that. Though these all might be part of the same equation, by the way. Don't get me wrong. But I would have to imagine that these other elements are the most critical and the most important. Okay. KK Loco says, I don't choose who gets the memberships. The YouTube algorithm actions do. I'll do my best to make the Zoom. Okay, it's Google Meet, not Zoom, by the way. Saturdays are my busiest day as a tour. Oh, you live in Sedona? Bro, I almost went to Sedona in December with my ex. We were planning a trip, but then we ended up parting ways, and then we didn't go. I want to go to Sedona. Oh my God, I'm going to come there this summer. What's your tour group? Tell me right now. I have to go to Sedona. Tell me. Hit me up on Instagram. Tell me about it. I'm coming, actually. I'll come 100%. Tony Sayers, your latest video was fantastic. I know, Tony. Oh, my God. But I only watched the beginning of it. But I need to watch more of it. I might make a video about the same guy. That's insane. I really want to hear what else he has seen the astral. Every time I seem to have some groundbreaking realizations. What? No, that's terrifying. You seem to get mind wiped? No, that have not have that happen to me. Okay, guys, announcement time. Here we go. I got a very, very, very big announcement. Okay, not now. Hold on. I've got to try and find this. You're going to see something crazy. All right. Here we go. Are you guys ready for this news? Are you guys ready for this announcement? It's a big one. Remember that I told you guys I'm going to Monroe? Well, what I did not tell you guys is that I'm going to Monroe Institute for a program that is going to be filmed. There's going to be a documentary. And by the way, if you guys want to follow along in the journey, they asked us if we would share this to our socials. So I thought I'd share it all with you guys today. If you guys want to follow along in the journey, this is the Instagram page that is going to be for this documentary that they're creating. It's called Instructions for Leaving. And I'm going to tell you guys all about it. So it's produced by these guys, Gary Berdow and Christopher Breest, and directed by Jason Schultz and Jonathan Brow. I think these are the two guys. We had to go through it. So I'm going to tell you everything now because I haven't been wanting to talk about this until it was more official. But I actually found out that I was going to be in this documentary a couple weeks ago. When I first told you guys that I was going to Monroe, I just didn't want to give everything away because I just was nervous that I was like, let me wait till I get full confirmation of this whole thing. So this is something that I've been thinking about since December. And I've been wanting to go to Monroe for so long. And then I found out about this documentary opportunity. I thought, how perfect. Not only do I get to go, but I get to be a part of this documentary, have my experience documented. I mean, and it's just the perfect thing. On top of that, we do actually get not a huge discount, but we get a discount to the program. So this is absolutely perfect. And the other thing is, it's so hard to get into these Monroe programs. You have to plan so far in advance, over a year in advance many times. And my set schedule is so tight as it is. And this program literally happens in the summertime, which is the best time for me to do something like this. So it all lined up. They had 600 applicants that applied. Okay, so it was crazy, and they're only selecting 23 people. So I applied. I really spent time on my application. I spent a lot of time. I was very careful with it, and put it all in there. Boom. Didn't hear anything for months, and then finally around like April or something, and end of April, beginning of May, I can't remember. Then they hit me back, and I found out I got an interview. So I was one of the finalists. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. I did the interview. Okay. I tried to get on the Google Meet like 5 or 10 minutes, I think 5 minutes early or 10 minutes early, because obviously this is so important to me. And you guys know how important this channel is to me. This is part and parcel of that same journey, of that same mission, understanding the skill set. So I got on early. I thought I was clicked. Went to the Google Meet link from my email. I clicked it, and I'm waiting in the room. Then all of a sudden, the time for my interview starts. Nobody lets me in. I'm like, okay, maybe they're running behind. Then 5 minutes, then 10 minutes. I'm like, what's going on? Then I luckily checking my email like crazy. I get an email. Hey, are you still able to join? I'm like, yes, of course. I'm in the meeting. They said, try this link. Get in there. Luckily, it worked out for their schedule that they had a gap for the next 15 minutes after my interview. So we got to do a full interview. I met with them. They were super cool. And we talked about why I want to come and all that stuff. And then that was it. Then I didn't hear anything from them for a few more weeks. And then I got the email. And that's when I told you guys I was going to Monroe, but I was like going crazy. Yo, I was celebrating so hardcore. And I'm like, yes, this is something that I wanted so badly. And I got it. So anyways, I'm going to be going for this program, and you guys will get to see all about it, because they're going to film it and then they're going to release it. So I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be incredible. Okay. Now let me show you. I'll give you guys a little bit more details if you guys want to check out. This is the post that they just made today. So now today I feel as though I'm confident to explain what's going on with the documentary. It says, some will arrive as skeptics. Some will arrive as skeptics. Some as seekers. I'm definitely the seeker. Some carry grief, curiosity, hope, loss, ambition, uncertainty, or desire for change. This summer, 23 individuals will come together to take part in the filmed experience at the Center of Instructions for Leaving. Different backgrounds, different beliefs, different expectations for what may unfold. Over the coming months, we'll document the very human stories that emerge through this journey into the unknown. Okay. So now we're going to go through the people in here. Okay, so these are that. So yeah, I haven't met anybody yet. So these are different folks that are, oh, wait a minute. I wonder, did somebody follow me from this group? I saw a follower that looked, hold on, let me see this. I wonder if this is that person. Oh, I think this is, hold on. Oh, they didn't put the name. I think one of the people in the group maybe saw my Instagram tagged in a post and followed me. I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay, anyways. So then we got this group here, another 6, and it looks like kind of an even split of, yeah, it looks like they've got kind of an even demographic here. And there I am. What's up with my picture? I feel like my picture is the weirdest one. I just took it in front of my computer. Everybody else has got this professional looking headshot or something a little bit more fun. And then I'm just sitting here in my computer chair. But yeah, there I am. I'm one of the last ones. And then this is one of the people that is, I think he's the director. That is Jason Schultz. I can't remember that. This is the director. I can't remember who this gentleman is. And yeah, that's it. There it is, guys. So instructions for leaving. Feel free to follow along. What are your guys' thoughts? Give me your thoughts. Do you think this is cool, or do you think whatever? Let me know. Christian, I don't know. How do you know it happens? Right after I start looking into Soul Trick, I feel like my health. What? Really? Yikes. That's scary. We have to build an alternative system to exit the current one. Most important thing is food and water. You can't eat money. Well, that's true. Exciting about Monroe Institute. I'd like to go at some point. Yeah, I cannot wait. LOL, you can stay free at my house. It's just me and the doggy on a 1-acre lot in Maine, Sedona. I also have insane equipment to film. Really? Okay, got it. Yeah, fair enough. Oh my God, Sedona, that's so cool. Yeah, man, we were researching it, and we were planning a trip, and then obviously, you know how it goes. Sometimes things just don't work out. It is what it is. But we were talking about going, and I was getting so hyped for it. It just seemed like an incredible place to go, especially with all the awakening that's been happening. in my life. It seems like a very spiritual place. I'm on the verge of a higher realization for increasing my self-actualization. And the moment I make it through, I go, oh, what I was thinking about and why some mental interference. Jeez. Huzaifa, so many of those new age grifters seem to be in Sedona or are always presenting at those conferences there. Oh, is that real? Is that true? Well, wait, didn't Isabella Green do something in Sedona? And I wouldn't call her a new age grifter, right? But okay, yeah, I mean that I could see that for sure. If it's because of the reputation that it has, I could see that. What did you say, Blackbird? Oh, that happens with me with Google Meets. What about Google Meets? Okay, I'm not sure. I will email you some of my sources with all my research. There are many vegetarians and vegans who have very healthy. Yeah. Have you heard of the blue zones? Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of the blue zones for sure. I think Japan is one. Yeah, send it to me. I'm always open to learning more about nutrition and health. So the reason, so like I wanted to go vegan years ago for moral reasons, and I was thinking about doing it, but then when I started diving into the material like really hardcore, I started just trying to find as many documentaries and different resources and listening to nutritionists and health experts across the board because I don't want to eat animals either if I can avoid it. But ultimately, the problem was as I kept going deeper and deeper, it was like the vast majority of doctors, health experts, nutritionists, dietitians seem to converge on the idea that it's just very, very difficult to replicate, especially too. It's not just about the nutrients, but it's about the bioavailability of the nutrients. And in a lot of ways, even if you can have equivalent amounts of protein from plant matter as you would from animal matter, it's not digested and processed the same. Just like certain types of sugar that are processed aren't digested the same as honey, regardless of them both being sweet. So it's that same idea. That was what I discovered. However, I'm always open to learning more. And Tony Sayers is in here. Maybe he can talk a little bit about that as well, because like I said, Tony actually went full vegan. He tried, I think he did it for several years, but he was having health problems. And I would say this, Mihaela, I know personally, I mean, Tony, not even including Tony, but I know personally people that have tried and they had to stop because they had made major health issues. I know multiple people in LA that tried because obviously, people in LA are on that train. And so my assumption, unless they were doing something majorly wrong and they missed out on something critical, but I doubt they did, because these are not people that are just flying by the seat of their pants. They're consulting physicians and they're working with dietitians, nutritionists, naturopaths. They were not able to make it work. So there might be people though, like I said, diet is not a universal thing. Some people may be able to thrive on a vegetarian diet based on their genetics or based on where their families are from, and that can work for them. But I am skeptical that is a universally applicable regimen, but totally open to being changed. I hope I'm wrong. Is this going to be like Big Brother? I doubt it. I hope not. I hope it's not Big Brother. I hope they can't vote me off. Dang, that'd be scary. I have literally no clue. But the guys that I talked to that are creating the documentary seem really cool. So I'm very optimistic. Have you looked into any Ayurvedic diets, Huzaifa? No, I haven't, but I'm open to it. There's a spa in LA at this one hotel, really, really nice spa, and all their food there is Ayurvedic in it. And so there was a friend of mine, actually, she was my meditation coach for years. And then when she was in between apartments, she was living at my house for a couple weeks, and she was working at this spa, and she was doing yoga and meditation there, and that she would bring home the Ayurvedic food from this place. And it was, I mean, it's Indian food. I love Indian food, right? I'm Indian. And it was dal and rice, and it was really, really good quality stuff. Delicious, but yeah. Gabe says, you don't need meat. Plenty of people are healthy and listen. I don't want this to be I'm open to it. I'm not trying to debate, and we don't, you know what I mean? If you guys have research that you want to share with me, send it to me. And I am open. I'm absolutely open-minded on this front. But let's not get down into let's not go down this rabbit hole because we have, I think. Look, here's the other thing. I'm gonna talk to I'm gonna talk to Intuitive Underground about this. People have said, hey, they want me to ask Intuitive Underground. Somebody left me like a super long message on Instagram about this, and I think it's obviously a topic that is debated, right? So there's not a clear consensus in mainstream. Well, not to say that mainstream science is the ultimate no all be all, right? End all be all, but it's something that we can definitely explore and something worthwhile looking into. Gloomer Doom says, I'm vegan, but not strictly. I eat beef and raw meat also. Got it. Okay. And why do you do that, Gloomer Doom? Is that just for health reasons, to have some protein and healthy fats and things like that? I no longer eat meat or eggs, but I cannot deny having meat or eggs in your diet does also make a difference in a good way. Sure. Yeah. And that's kind of what I've heard. Only cry with yourself for love, empathy, compassion, and never against the system authority. Only cry with yourself for love and okay. What do you mean, Dan? Give me. Why do you say that? Only cry with yourself for love, empathy, compassion, and never against the system. What is that? What do you mean by that? Why? Why do you say that? I'm from Scotland originally. Hey, Indian food. Let's go. Try fruitarianism combined with water and dry fasting. Oh, interesting. Watch the documentary What the Health. Okay, I've never seen it. I'll check it out. Dude. Wait, what? Wait. Not that one. Hold on. One second. Okay. And Game Changer. Okay, I know the Game Changer documentary. Because there's MMA fighters in that, but that one I think has gotten I think that one's gotten some criticism because anyways, I could watch these. I could watch Game Changer and check it out. But I'm not sure about this is what I've heard from lots of other people, open-minded as well. We're trying to investigate it and learn about it, and that I heard that it got some criticism, but yeah, sure, I know exactly what you're talking about. Guys, let's not make this the focal point of today's live stream, though. Okay, people get a little crazy. I know. That's why I'm trying to steer clear of it because I did the research as best I could. I'm still open, but I'm not like the whole debating going back and forth is just not. I just don't think it gets us anywhere. That being said, I think all of our own personal investigations make sense. So these are things that I can, like I said, send me resources and I'll be happy to learn. But let's not go down that road of like, you know what I mean? Norm McDonald joke. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I missed it. My meat comes from grass-fed ranch 20 miles away. Oh, very cool. Well, they're releasing that tick, LOL. What tick? Gloom, bwahaha. Wait, Viv, K Loco says, Viv is 1,000% correct about Sedona being infested with grifters. Oh, it's a spiritual narcissist haven, hence the reason I'm anonymous. Ah, okay, got you. Oh, that's crazy. Jose, have you looked into Nibiru and its effect on Earth through pole shifts? No, I have not. Is there a video that I should go check out? Let me know. Even Ruiz. Yes, fruitarianism is awesome. Going raw vegan fruitarianism research all my really. I studied regenerative health and learned to add her herbs. Fascinating. That's very interesting. Raw vegan fruitarian. Okay. Look up Dr. Morse and MD. He has his own website. Okay. I'll check that out. I definitely try and incorporate fruit into my diet. Right now, I'm doing something specific where I'm not eating any fruit, but in general, fruit and honey as well. Hey, if you're vegan, can you eat honey? Just curious. I imagine not, but Ivan Ruiz. I'm vegan and dry fast for 24 hours. So wait, dry fast meaning no water? I eat up until noon and then until afternoon the next day. Is that what a dry fast is? That's hard. I mean, I've fasted multiple days. I've done 3-day fasts multiple times, but obviously I'm drinking water. I'm slamming water. But I grow my veggies and herbs. It's hard work. Oh, that's so cool. I have a garden in my backyard, but I've really not been maintaining it super well. But I have some good hot peppers and different things like that. Gloomer Doom says Nibiru Planet X. I looked into it. No waters. I know. That's why I thought a dry fast would be bad, but maybe there's benefits to it. It's a tick that makes you allergic to meat and eggs. What? Honey is a gray area. Basically not vegan though. Yeah, that's what I figured. Lone Star tick. What is that, gender? And I've never heard of that. I've been vegan for 9 years now, and I haven't. Mihaela says. Food for the moon. Jason Georgiani talked about this. Yes, he did. And guess what? I just ordered Georgiev's book as well, which is this main idea from the 1920s. So I'm really I got a bunch of books on their way. Oh, by the way, I want to tell you guys something. I've been reading the Naked Bible, and I don't think I'm going to keep reading it. People recommended it to me, but I don't like the way it's written. I wish it was just because it's written like an interview and the guy's interviewing him and then there's quotes and not quotes. And like, I just don't like it. I wish it was structured more like a textbook almost, or more like Howdy McCoskey's books. Plus, I don't know how relevant all that information is to the types of things that we are all pursuing. It's very tied into the history of Christianity, which I think may have some relevance and connection to the big questions that we're asking, but I don't feel as though it's central. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I'm probably not going to read more of it tonight. I'm probably going to switch to another book that's on my list, but you guys tell me if you think I'm making a mistake. Pole shift happening right now. Suspicious observers, YouTube, precession of the equinox. I want to do longer fasting, but not right now. Working every day in garden, this never-ending heat wave. I need calories. I've not been healthier. Before I became vegan, I was vegetarian. Suspicious observers is wrong about all his research on pole shift. Oh, Suspicious Observers. Is that a YouTube channel? Hold on, let me look this up. Suspicious Observers. Hold on. Suspicious Observers. Let me see this. Oh, it's not coming up. Is this it? Space Weather News or no? Oh, wait, but you're saying he's wrong about all his dates are wrong. He is predicting 2045. Pole shift going to occur by 2030. Some people are even saying 2027 January. That's coming up. What? That's scary. It's a tick that makes you allergic to meat. They're dropping them on farmland. Whoa. I never heard about this before. That's crazy. Religious history is out of context doctrine, but I think it's important to read all missing books and decide for yourself how much is BS versus how much you do. So do you think I should read the, what's it called? The Naked Bible? I'm really not enjoying it, but maybe I can. Can you share your thoughts on Are We Food for the Moon? Yeah. Are you talking to me, Amy? I assume you are. I think that it's a compelling theory. I'm very open to it. The way that it's kind of described, look, there's multiple people that have talked about this, and the fact that it's in the Upanishads, which are ancient Hindu texts, makes me think there's definitely something to it. It's very weird. But the way that Jason Georgiani talks about it in more modern terms is that there's psychotronic equipment stored in the moon that is absorbing the loosh. And so that's why they say food for the moon. But really, the moon is just a synthetic device. Actually, hold on. I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know if, who is it? Tracy is in here. So Tracy sent me this video. I got to send this. I'm going to play it for you guys right now. Hold on. Tracy, if you're in here, let me know. 1 second. But you guys got to watch this. Hold on. Let's see. Cosmo weather. Okay, so but it is this. It's space weather news, you're saying, right? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll look at this channel a little bit later. Lisa says, fun fact, I tried to go to the afterlife in a meditation and a male voice said, no, try. Seriously? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's scary. Space Weather News. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the channel, so we'll check that out. I have not read it, The Naked Bible. Yep. Boxes of what? This is too scary. I don't like it. Josefa, Mauro Bigliano has other books, not in interview form. Oh, which one? The Old Testament sounds more like it. Okay. Tell me which book. Yeah, because I really don't like this interview style. It's just super annoying to read. Oh, Tracy. Oh, you're Lisa. Oh, okay. Now, yeah, I got confused because, okay, different name. Fun fact. Okay, got it. Now, okay, because me and Lisa, or is your name Lisa or Tracy? Because me and Tracy have been chatting a lot. Okay, now I get. Okay, so you're the. Okay, got it. So you're the one that went raw fruitarianism. Okay, very cool to know. Now I can put the Instagram account to your name here. Okay, Tracy, I'm going to play the video you sent me in 1 second. You said, okay, it's Tracy, got it. You said you're Indian. Do you have more additional knowledge on these ancient Indian texts for that? No. My family's Muslim, so I don't know anything about the Hindu religion. That's what I'm brand new to it. But I find it really, really fascinating. There's a lot in the Hindu religion that I've always found fascinating that seem to me to be discussions of ancient alien battles of some sort over this earth that I always thought there seemed to be truth in a lot of these stories that I've read from the ancient Hindu text. So I just found it interesting, but but I don't have any special knowledge yet. I'm learning. My hubby can't stand Ben Davison from Space Weather News. Thinks he's a fear-mongering grifter. Interesting. Okay. It's Tracy. Got it. Meat Dairy Industry also powerfully reaches the sponsor almost every read the book China. Okay. Josefa, look up gods of the Bible. Is that the one? Is that the one that I should buy? Yes, Ben Davison. Okay, hold on. Let me do it right now. Okay, Viv, he has been lately. He didn't start that way. Okay, wait. Gods of the Bible. Actually, I've heard of this book. Hold on. Darn it. I wish I would have ordered. Okay, I'm going to look at this one first. I swear I've heard of this book. Gods of the Bible. Let's see. Okay, adding it to my cart. Done. Should I order it now? Let me just buy it right now. Oh my God, I've got so many books. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna read a lot this summer. I'm gonna read a lot, and I'm going on a couple long flights over the summer too. So during those flights, I'm just gonna read like a madman. Boom. Okay, I hope I like this one. Okay, Bill Gates wants us to eat his lab meat, then make a vaccine. Oh my God, Bill Gates. Yes, check Dr. Robert Morris. My favorite channel for Cosmo News is no longer. He passed away. Okay, Tracy, I'm going to play your video. Ready? Look at what Tracy sent me earlier today. 1 second. Hold on.
Brian Goldsmith is supporting Prop 36.
Whoa. Oh, I'm going to give myself a like. Oh, guys, would you guys give my stream a like if possible? Wait, what? Oh, wrong video. Hold on. I literally just copied my own. Hold on 1 second. I literally copied my own link to my own live stream. That's so funny. Hold on. So let me do it again. I messed that up. Hold on. Where was it? Here it is. Found it. Copy. Wait, why can't I copy this? Wait. The tunnel of light. Wait, why can't I? Oh, wait, Tracy, did you send me a link or did you send me a video? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's a trap. How do I save this? Darn it. Let me see. Make a sticker, add a sticker. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try and find this online. Let me see this. It is a okay. Divine frequency. Let's see if I can do it this way. Hold on. Divine.
To reduce
divine frequency. Okay. Divine frequency. Nope, that's not it. Oh, it's an Instagram account. Okay, hold on. I'm going to figure this out. 1 second. Let me do it this way. Divine. Hold on. I think I found it. Okay, I found it. Hold on. I'm going to get it. Here we go. What does it look like on the front? Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can find this. Hey, Tracy, I'm looking on the Instagram page of the thing that you sent me. How far down? Hold on. Let me see if people are saying anything. I thoroughly enjoyed the Naked Bible. His opinion about what Jesus was really doing was interesting. Tracy said, Tracy gives me the thank you. Gender Ender. When I was pregnant, the very sight of Impossible Burgers made me barf. Was so strange, but yeah, yuck. Yeah, if I don't like any of that synthetic, like trying to be something that it's not. You know what I mean? That's weird to me. Stephen Burns is another space weather channel. He goes even more over spiritual energy with Cosmo energy. It was a video on Instagram. Yeah. Can you resend it? Can you resend like the Instagram link to me? I have it, but I think I figured it out. Hold on. I got it. I figured it out. Here we go. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. Okay. Boom. Here we go, guys. Here we go. This is a crazy video. You're talking about who was asking me, do I think we are food for the moon? Here it is. Ready? Hold on. Here we go.
Graphic projection beamed from the moon.
Wait, let me rewind it. Hold on.
It is a holographic projection beamed from the moon to intercept your consciousness at the moment of
They're talking about the tunnel of light at the moment of passing is beam from the moon.
Death. The moon is not a rock. It is a frequency relay, a magnetic containment unit designed to keep the human soul locked within Earth's torus field. When you die, your energy is pulled toward this false light. Once you enter, the lunar cyclotron strips your memories. It wipes the hard drive. It fragments your essence and forces you back into a new biological vessel. This is the mechanics of reincarnation, a closed-loop system where the soul is endlessly recycled, born again with total amnesia, unable to escape the harvest. To leave the matrix, you must ignore the light and turn toward the void. Do not consent to the return. The moon, the soul catcher, detunes reality. The tunnel of...
Okay, there it is. What did you guys think? Of that video? Pretty interesting. Thank you, Tracy, for sending that. Appreciate you. Lab meat is literally cellular tumor. Oh God, so gross. I've read the Naked Bible, and yes, it is written a bit difficult to understand, but Muro Bigliano's Gods of the Bible is much better. Well, guess what? I just ordered Gods of the Bible. Let's go. Hey, it was Mihaela that recommended Hadi McCoskey's book to me. So Mihaela's been good with the book recommendations thus far. What is your astrology sign? You seem like fire, like me. Okay, wait. What are the fire signs? Tell me the fire signs. I want to see if you can guess what my sign is. Hold on, actually, let me Google that. What are they? Okay, so you're asking about playing. It depends. Usually it's the music that can give me a copyright hit, but it shouldn't, especially depending on the length, it can be okay. I don't know if there was music in there that's going to get me in trouble. We'll see. Hopefully not, but it can be. Yeah, sometimes after the fact, the live will be demonetized as a result, but it shouldn't be a strike or anything like that. Oh, Beth is here. One of the members. Let's go, Beth. Glad to finally be here. Thank you so much for what you do. You're welcome. Are you coming to the chat tomorrow, the Google Meet? Let me know. I posted it in the post as a members only post. 40, 50 years ago, no one in vegetarian Asia knew about even the word protein, and they were the healthiest. Gender Ender says Leo, Sag, and Aries. No, I'm not a fire sign. Okay, you want to guess what I am? Because I feel like what I am, I am that sign through and through. It's a big part. Like I love being the sign, and I feel as though I am. Like when you think of this sign and then you get to know me, you would say, okay, yeah, of course, you're a prime example of that sign. Yeah, gender ender guessed it. I'm a Gemini. Yeah, my birthday's coming up in June. That's what I am, and I feel a kinship with other Geminis. I really do. Yeah. No, Lisa, you're close. Or sorry, Tracy, you're close. Not a Cancer, Gemini. Yeah. Leo, I'm Aries. Okay, cool. Leo's my guess for you. Nope. Gemini. Wait, what's communication, LMAO? Wait, what does that mean? I think it's catching on that this place isn't what we are told it is. People are more open to the reincarnation trap. Yeah, I think so. What's the member topics? I don't have a topic as per se. I don't really know. So this is going to be for this Google Meet tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have some rough ideas of things I'd like to chat with people about. I mean, obviously there's stuff that I want to get feedback from members of different things that we can be doing on the channel or together, or topics to be investigating that would be beneficial towards the goal that we're all seeking. So I'll definitely use some of the time for that. But then I thought it would be just a cool place to chat about some of these ideas and just share ideas and see if we can kind of just help each other along on this journey. But I don't have a set structure per se, but yeah, so we'll figure it out and we'll flesh it out as we go. Maybe these eventually will become effectively like masterminds of some sort, but I think the best format will be discovered as we just keep doing it over and over. Oh, gender ender, you said Geminis are big yappers. Is that what I am? My big yapper? Probably. I love to talk. I'm a massive yapper. Paul Willis is a Taurus. Yeah, that's funny. Air sign hero also the best. Hey, is Gemini an air sign? I don't even know. I'm like not too familiar with all this stuff. I'm convinced that horoscopes are just more matrix program. I've heard that. Crying against the system makes you guilty straight away. Viv B, but isn't astrology just another mechanism of the I mean, I've heard that. Like, well, somebody else just said that. So yeah. High protein creates acidosis. I got a horoscope reading that blew my mind. It was super amazing. I don't like the new age stuff around horoscopes, though. Yeah, I don't know too much about all that. Gabe's Jinx. Yep, there you go. LOL. I'm Sagittarius. I like other mutable signs like Gemini, Virgo. Let's go. I really like astrology. I find it to be accurate. Hold on. I'm just getting a little bit more water. 1 second. My voice always starts going downhill after an hour. Okay, coming back. I got 2 cups of water here. Okay. I'm back. Co-star doesn't count as astrology. What's co-star? By the way, guys, could you give the stream a like if you haven't yet? Make sure to click that like button. It helps push the stream out to more people, help more people find the channel. That would be much appreciated. Boop, 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 boop. What do you guys think I should make if I do make a video tonight? I don't know if I will because my voice is tired. I'll definitely do one tomorrow. But what do you think my next video should be? A couple different things. Here, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. Why do I have a crown up? Because you're probably one of the most active people in the chat today. And so that's why you get a crown. Is the Google Meet on an app or the browser? I think you can do it from either. I'm just going to do it from the browser, though. Yeah, whenever I've done Google Meet, I don't download anything. Okay, wait. So let me show you guys some different things that I'm thinking about for my next video. Bloop, 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 boop, 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 doo, doo. Okay. Crown equals chatty. Yeah, exactly. It's a trap. You're talking about astrology, but not a bad trap. It's just turning into a bad trap because of the pharaohs. Got it. Oh, haha, talk too much. Nah, you're talking perfectly. Talking just enough. That's what we like. Okay. All right. So here's a couple things I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about the next video being on, where is it? Alabar Jones. A lot of people have talked about making a video about Alabar Jones, and that's something that I have been avoiding a little bit because I still feel as though I haven't figured him out. I don't know. It's just I need to do more due diligence on. But you know what? Part of the due diligence and part of me learning is making a video. So I may do that because I'm kind of curious to know what he's working on and what he's claiming to do right now, in terms of this army that he's built of astral projectors. Okay, another person I was thinking about doing a video on, not Carlos Castaneda though. That would be interesting at some point. Who was it? Who was the guy that I was going to do next? Maxwell, I think. Jordan Maxwell. I was also thinking about doing a video on Jordan Maxwell. Oh, I forgot about this. I guess Archaics did a video on Darius J. Wright, and so maybe watch that. I could do that as well at some point. But then the last thing that I was thinking about was doing a video exactly on on that same account that Tony Sayers talked about, where the guy saw the Loosh farm from the astral projection or the OBE or whatever it may have been. I'm leaning towards that because I want to watch the rest of Tony's video, but I'd love to make a video about that as well, because that's very, very fascinating to me. More people seeing evidence of what's going on from these OBEs is very, very interesting. I heard a Native American elder speak the other day. He said, but anyways, let me know what you guys think would be most interesting. I heard a Native American elder speak the other day. He said, holy people do not exist on earth. Holy people live in a higher realm. They do not dwell on earth. Interesting. I don't know about that, but maybe. To escape the trap, we must become holy. What does holy mean, though? CoStar is a fortune cookie astrology app. Oh, got it. Never heard of it. I, too, have a bunch of books to finish, but it's not happening right now. Hey, super unknown in the house. What's 60? What is that? Oops. Not very accurate, in my opinion, besides getting your natal chart, but that's it. Are you talking about the CoStar? Nathaniel Gillis would be a good interview, too, if he's up for it. Nathaniel Gillis. Let me add that to the list. I don't think he's on here. How excited are you guys for next week for Intuitive Underground? I feel like that's going to break my brain. It's going to be so interesting. I'm going to think long and hard about refining all my questions and all the topics before we have that interview. It's going to be crazy. How long after death do you think souls reincarnate? Someone said up to 3 years later. Yeah, I've heard Jason Giorgiani says it's like 3 to 5 years before you come back into the mix. I have no idea. I have no clue. I've just heard what other people have said. Farsight Institute on YouTube is good. Yeah, they're on my list. I did message Courtney Brown, but he never got back to me. That was a while ago. Spiritually. What's that? Ivan, I've heard anywhere from 3 months to 6 years, then recycle, but I don't know. You know what I was wondering too? Mark 60 Mark, is that a YouTube channel? Make sure you ask about the VAT. I really need to know all the details. Yeah, I mean, people have left a bunch of, I think if you left a message on that post, there's like so many questions that are on there. So I'm going to go through all those and organize it nicely. You know, I have a question, and let's say you go into that system, right? You go into the astral, or if it's in the moon, wherever it may be, right? You don't escape the light. You get sucked in there. I'll post it for you in Blackbird 1 second. And I wonder, once you're in the astral, can you also at that point be like, I'm not reincarnating. I'm out. I'm bouncing. I don't want to be here. Is that possible, or is that once you've kind of already even agreed to step into that realm, you're stuck because you've made a free will decision to enter, or can you still at any moment opt out? That's my question. I don't know the answer. The other thing interesting about those souls he interacted with is didn't know their names. They were so unaware, probably never questioned all the stuff we are now. What post? Okay, let me share it with you. Hold on. Okay, here it is. Oh, wait, how do I share this? Here it is. Okay. If you guys haven't posted yet on this post, make sure to do that, especially if you want one of your questions to be asked to Intuitive Underground. So there's the, oh, did it not go in? Yeah, there it is. So click that link and add your questions there. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to ask every single question that's listed, but this is going to be a great way for me to, I mean, it's just going to help me organize my thoughts and get to really good questions. And then hopefully I'll get to ask them a lot of these things. There was a dude that was on Coast to Coast way back in the day. He studied reincarnation, wrote a book. He said that we will respond with it within 400 miles of our death, usually 2 generations later. Well, that's more than 6 years. So, I love to hear Intuitive Underground remote view the sun, and if it has to do with the reincarnation soul trap too. And Tracy, did you add that to the question list? Same dude said if you have if you have lifelong pain, it was from your last life and the way you died. There's 3 suns. What do you mean by that? I think we need to exercise our free will here. Say no, boundaries, give or revoke consent. So many people do things they don't want to do. Well, I mean, me included. I think, yeah. Because they think they have to. Yeah. I wouldn't disagree. Sorry. The anime Death Parade was about the afterlife. People would play games and then the judge would send them to the void or made them reincarnate. What's that? Never heard of that. Holy means spiritually wise. Ah, got it. Oh, when somebody's saying you have to become holy. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, thank you, Tracy. Legend. And thank you for all your messages and fun voice notes and, just all the conversations. I appreciate it, Tracy. Mihaela says, I was wondering if the discussion meeting can be made not paid. Monthly paid memberships will restrict many people. That is true, but the other thing is, because I don't want it to be I don't want it to be like so many people in there where it's difficult to have more of like a mastermind discussion type of thing. Let me think about it a little bit. Let me see how this first one goes. Let me think about it a little bit more. Also, too, like I thought, I'm starting memberships, like certain perks for different levels and stuff like that. But I know, obviously, like, of course, that is what you're saying is legit, and I get it. But yeah, let me see it. Let me see how this one goes. Let me think about it. Sun might be a portal. Yeah, I've heard that too. 3 suns. Some people have said belief equals consent. Yeah, actually. Wait a minute. Let me think about that for a second. I don't know. I don't know if belief would be, again, I'm just theorizing. I don't know if that would exactly equate to being consent in and of itself, because you could be believing things and you could be, I feel like belief might lay the foundation towards consent, if that makes sense, where you will then be more likely to be convinced or manipulated at the time of death if you go into it with a particular belief. I don't know if the belief itself would register as consent. But I'm not sure. I'm talking about free will, saying no, consent boundaries to get out of the soul trap. I am sovereign. Right. I got you. My sock is holy. Tracy says, thank you. Did you watch the series on the children who claim to be someone and follow through and interview their past life families? No. Send it to me. Santos Bonacci, 3 sons. Traces of Truth says, I sent you an email, bro. Hold on, let me see. Did you just send it? What is the email? Wait. Is this you, Andrew? Is that Traces of Truth? Hold on. I'm looking at it right now. Is this you, Traces of Truth? Let me know. NDE video recommendation about the Matrix. Let me know if that's you. And if so, I will check it out right after this live. Sorry, I didn't respond. You sent that to me on Tuesday. I apologize. Viv B says I'm not getting any of your jokes. Okay, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just like trying to read comments, but I got you. At Viv, LOL. Is the Google Meet like Zoom where yeah, exactly. But you don't have to be on camera. Like if you don't want to be on camera, you can turn it off. I just thought it might be cool that we would do because otherwise, I don't know, but you don't have to. It's whatever you want. I just thought it might be cool that we can see each other's faces and stuff like that and share the just like a regular meeting somewhat. So I thought that might be kind of fun, but whatever you're comfortable with. Belief is the enemy of knowing. I so agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Did you guys see the YouTube short that I made? I was also put it on my Instagram about this idea of religion basically holding us back because it's like, well, this is my belief and you can't impinge upon it and it's set and it knows everything and therefore we're not going to collaborate and learn more. It's like, yeah, 100%. Yes. It drives me crazy. I think the archons, whatever, know more about the consent than we do. I think there's rules we just don't know about. Maybe. But I have to believe ultimately that if it is our consent that is needed, like somewhere deep down, we got to know what's up. You know what I mean? And we got to. Even if there are things after the memory wipe that are lost to us and we can't know everything. I got to believe that there's a way for us to know enough at the time where our consent matters. Because otherwise, this concept of free will being a universal law would fall apart a little bit. It has to be available to us, I think. And this is more my belief. Well, now there we go. I'm using the word belief. But this is more my thought on at a fundamental level. Hey, does anybody have a good video that I can watch about the law of free will in the universe and where it comes from and how it's supported and backed up and researched? That's a really good, that's something I need to talk about. Black Herd. Oh, Gender Ender just sent me a message. Hold on. Let me see. Why am I not seeing the messages? What is going on? This happened earlier. Tracy, this happened from you too. You sent me, I got a notification that you sent me messages and then it didn't come through. I don't know what's going on with my Instagram right now. I just got a notification that Gender Ender sent me a message, but then I click on it and it's not here. Hold on. Oh, I see it now. Got you. Okay. One second. I'm just responding to Gender Ender. 1 second. Okay. I just responded to you, Gender Ender. So check your message. Belief seems like faith, and that is a trap consent. I mean, it might be, I'm just, I don't know. Josefa, in law, isn't a contract invalid if done through fraud? Yeah. Or even under duress. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But apparently not in apparently not in this. I mean, look, there could be something in the law in the universal law of free will that it's maybe it's as though in the universe it's our responsibility to dig deeper, to be more careful, and if we get manipulated, it still works because that onus is upon us to be above that. I don't know, I'm just theorizing, but yes, in our modern system, yeah, a contract is invalid if done through fraud. Absolutely. A lot of those reincarnation stories are on LMN channel. Looks like. Wait, what's LMN? What's LMN? Should I be looking at this? Is this something that I should look at? The title of the email I sent is video suggestions for what? I didn't see that. Hold on. Okay, then it's not that one. Traces. The title of the email I sent is video suggestions for troll trap ideas. Check it. SMAP. I sent it on Thursday. I don't see it. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, you're saying check spam. Okay, let me check my spam. Hold on. Yeah, because Thursday. Yeah, I don't see it here. Okay, let me see. Oh, wait. Book list question? No. Wait, is it this? Oh, man, I got a couple emails I need to respond to. Sorry, guys. I've been bad at responding to emails on Pink Tourmaline. Hold on. Darn it. Instagram is better. I've been checking my Instagram pretty regularly. Okay, let me see. Spam. 1 second. Let's see. Junk. I found it. Spark. Okay, I found you. Yeah, it was in my spam. Hold on. Oh, snap. Let me see this. Part 1, Escaping the Prison Planet. Ooh, please check out this guy's channel. Yo, somebody was just telling me about schizo dumps yesterday. All right. Love the content, bro. Keep it up. Also, please live more when you can. Yeah, you want me to do more live streams? I can do that. When do you guys think? How many do you guys think I should do a week? Very, very cool. Thank you for this email. Okay, how do I get this back? Why did it go to spam or junk? It went to junk. How do I get it out of junk? Move to inbox. Here we go. There we go. I think now it's in my regular inbox. There we go. Now I got it. Yeah. Thank you, dude. I will look at this immediately. Thank you so much. Free will. Saw a video that said there's four factions of light fighting over this reality. AI is one. Archons and AI are different. Archonic refugees are another. Oh, let me put my glasses on. My eyes are hurting. My blue light glasses. Then aliens like the Greys. Okay, interesting. You're Gemini. Let's go. Hey, Melanie is back in the house. Melanie Stockfield. Mario Pasio has some good material on natural love. Melanie, you were here the other day, right? Welcome back. I'll try to be there. Yay. When exactly is the members chat? It's tomorrow at 3 p.m. PST. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. Beth. Sorry for the late reply. Crypto carry-on. When you're in spirit realm, can't just command clarity, put up shields of protection. Maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know. I've heard grays are just organic bots. Yeah, I've heard that too, that grays are synthetic. I don't know the LMN channel, but they have a lot of videos on the subject. Okay. What happens in people's next reincarnations based on the laws of causality, aka the laws of cause and effect? We all cause our position in life to experience the effects thereof. Kind of similar to the idea of karma is what you're saying, right? Viv B, crypto, that's my backup plan. But first, hopefully at point of death, gonna try to fly out like Superman, sonic speed, and with intention of going to true home. That's kind of what Isabella Green talks about, I feel like. Super unknown, 4. What is 4? Yay, I made a live video. Yay! You're new are you new to the lives? Welcome. This is NY Daughter of Chaos. Welcome, welcome. Hey, if you're new, how new are you to the channel? And tell me some of the what's the video that brought you here? Welcome, welcome. I like that name too. It's cool. Love, bro. It's my fault. Yeah, that Jason podcast is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. You need to interview Jordan Crowder. Okay, let me write it down. Jordan Crowder. I think he might be on here already. Let me see. No, he is not. Okay, Jordan Crowder. I haven't been reaching out to more people right now because I'm sort of been preoccupied with Intuitive Underground, and then I want to get still Howdy Mikowski since we're talking. That would be really cool. But yeah, once these next couple get in motion, then I'm gonna just start blasting and also when the summer hits and my schedule lightens up, my schedule's gonna start lightening up next week. And once that happens, oh boy, we're going into overdrive mode. I think we have to take radical accountability, including how we allow people or systems to treat us. I agree with you. We can stay in a toxic relationship or leave. I don't know. Our government is abusive, obviously. Yes, as the great Jordan Maxwell says, I don't want to be a believer. I want to be a knower. Well, now I have to make a video about Jordan Maxwell then, if he said that, because that's how I feel. You love Jordan Crowder? Okay. That sounds cool. Interviewing Jordan Crowder. At children, nice. Schizo Dumps has funny graphics in his videos. He posts a lot. Hey, we got somebody else new in the chat. I don't recognize this name. Numa Ethos. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being on the live stream. I found myself hissing at the moon tonight. Right now, we were talking about that. Food for the moon. I literally spoke to it and reclaimed my sovereignty. I used to have a misconception of zodiac, and I am a Cancer ruled by the moon no more. Interesting. Oh, you're a Cancer. Your birthday's coming up. I'm a Gemini. When's your birthday? Let me know. And let me know how you found the channel. And guys, too, if you, I posted this earlier, but this is the Instagram handle for this channel. So if you guys want to follow me there, I'd appreciate it. So I mentioned this earlier. Following me here serves a couple purposes. Number one, you can reach out to me, message me, stuff like that. And it's just easy to communicate. The second thing is the more people I can get following me, eventually what I'm trying to use the Instagram account. The reason why I started it is so that the main reason, so I can reach out to other people and other accounts on Instagram. So the more people that I can, just trying to make it look more legitimate, I guess you could say. So then they see it and they're like, okay, let me check out this guy. Let me check out his YouTube channel. And hopefully it will lead to better interviews and more fruitful interviews. So that's the idea. So if you guys could take a moment to follow me, I'd really, really appreciate it. No worries either way, but that would be helpful. Okay. So very cool. Numa Ethos. NY Daughter of Chaos. Been watching for just a couple weeks, getting into the me too. I don't know if you saw my earlier videos, but when I first started discovering it, I'm like, nah, this can't be it. I'm so happy with the idea of the new age stuff. It's all a lesson. It's all a school. And then people in the comments were lighting me up a little bit saying, you need to listen to David Icke. You need to look into this more. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I feel disgusted every time I see the moon. Huh. Well, I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I totally get why you say that. William Bullman. Yeah, I made videos about William Bullman. William Bullman, who worked with Robert Monroe, has written some books on the afterlife, says he thinks people in the afterlife are living in consensus realities and aren't fully aware. Interesting. Good to be back. Let's go. Yes, Melanie, we're happy to have you back as well. So welcome back. And let me know if you want me to, if you think I should be doing more live streams as well per week. I know other people have mentioned that they would like to see that as well. July 10th. This is my favorite channel, really, where you're doing resonates immensely. Thank you so much. Hey, Numa Ethos, what are some of the videos that have hit you the most? Like, what, like, can you give me some more details? Because I love feedback. Actually, anybody in the chat, if you guys want to give me feedback of the things I'm doing right, things I'm doing wrong, what you'd like to see more of, you know, if you're saying it resonates, what about it resonates with you? And I got to tell you guys something else too. I've mentioned this multiple times in videos, but what this channel is my vehicle, by the way, for learning. And I discovered this with my Scalar Learning channel that I started in 2016, that by virtue of having a channel, it just made me produce content. And by producing content, I was learning constantly all the time. And that's how I got to where I got to in terms of my tutoring business and just my ability to teach mathematics and stuff like that. SAT prep and all that type of stuff, which is parts of my business. And so I said, well, you know, if this is a topic of interest that I need to dive into, well, that is imperative for all of us to dive into, really. And it's bizarre that more people aren't fascinated by the subject because it's the end all be all. We should all be fascinated by this. But I said, if I start a channel, it's going to force me by virtue of content creation to get into the mix and learn as much as possible, read books, watch videos. And that's exactly what it's done for me. So I'm really happy that people are enjoying it and it's resonating with them. But this is also incredibly beneficial for me in my own journey and trying to understand the nature of reality. When I was a very young child, I thought the moon was a dragon's eye, like a that reminds me of the demiurge. That's kind of crazy. I found your channel through YouTube recommendations about a week or two ago. Very cool. Welcome, Ivan. Happy to have you. Hold on, I need more water. My voice is starting to crap out, guys. Your channel popped up on my algorithm. I recently cleaned up my subscriptions to move away from the fear mongering and negativity. Got it. Okay. It's possible that the soul trap farmers are us from the future. What? That's kind of intense. You really think so? Oh, I don't like that. I mean, I guess anything's possible. I think you need to do more video reactions. Like, what do you mean video reactions to other videos? Because I can definitely do that. Feedback. We need proof that you are not. You never know. You never know. Okay, Krishna, check out Credo Mutwa interview with David Icke. Very good stuff in that interview. Okay, let me look at it right now. Credo Mutwa. Hold on. I feel like somebody else recommended that. Credo Mutwa. David Icke. Let's see. Is this one like from 12 years ago? Whoa, what is this? It's 6 hours. Okay. Wait. Krishna, are you talking about this one? Hold on. I'm going to need some time to get through this. Are you talking about this one? Let me know if that's the one you need. The school, do you mean the school idea becomes absurd when you become aware of the insane depths of suffering? Yeah. Well, and also the memory wipe. I think that was when that crystallized for me. I said, hey, yeah, this isn't making as much sense anymore. You know what I mean? But honestly, for a while, maybe I wanted to believe it too, but for a while, it did make sense because I'm like, okay, well, then everything adds up. Because why is there so much pain and negativity and all this stuff? Oh, it's a lesson. Oh, it's to rectify something that we did elsewhere. And it all kind of maps together and blends together in ways that we can't comprehend or calculate because it's just, it's a system that is so above us. So, okay, that started to make sense. And then, yeah, eventually that logic fell apart for a number of reasons. I really feel that so many deceptions are here, all geared to us not remembering that we are part. Yeah, I am so with you. And this is, I think, goes back to this idea of not praying for things to other entities, but remembering that power and I think once we remember it, it's kind of like the same idea as the power of the people in terms of the systems we have set up here. We have particular organizations or things like that that are like in power and control, and we've almost forgotten that, wait a minute, we're the ones that fund the government, but we think about the government as this big scary entity, and that's our money going in. That's us. It's kind of that same idea. Yeah, I actually have done a video on my spiritual awakening, I think, but I could do another one. Yeah, let me write that down on my sheet here. Video on my spiritual awakening journey. Do you guys generally think that's something that would be of interest? I'm happy to do it if people want to see it. Or do you guys, other people think you'd be more interested in seeing other stuff, more topics? I love seeing, okay, NY Daughter says, I love seeing you connect the dots and find recurring themes from different religious authors. Got it. Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. That's what this is all about, is connecting the dots and seeing how things line up and mix together. Tracy says, I watch a lot of YouTube channels. Yours is one of my faves. Yay, Tracy. Thank you. Legend. Melanie Stockfield. As someone who was a Gnostic you were a Gnostic for many years, I think it's important to take on this info without getting completely black-pilled. What do you mean by that? Tell me more by not getting black-pilled. I wonder if I'm getting black-pilled. Oh, there's so many comments. Sorry. There was a dragon story where the dragon was about to eat the moon. Interesting. If I were to put into words or labels, which I don't like, I would say that I align with eclectic paganism, Gnosticism, and Hermetic principles. Hey, you're 46? I turned 46 in June. Let's go. 46. Yeah, 40s are a great time in life. Really great time. Because we're understanding ourselves. I mean, look, I wasn't learning about this stuff in my 20s and 30s, right? And now it's obviously I'm diving into these things that are so critically important. So that's very cool. Numa Ethos. If you want to share, what's your first name? Just curious. Gender Ender, I saw your video because of the Cave book review. Let's go. Hadi Makowski. Video reactions to NDEs and OBEs. Yeah, I can do more of those. Hold on. So video reactions to OBEs and NDEs. I've done actually a bunch on NDEs back when I was in the New Age mindset, and then I've done a couple since then, but I can do more. I want to do one about the OBE that Tony Sayers is going through. Yeah, for sure. This channel from 2016, Scalar Learning, he's not AI. Yep. That's right. It's an old interview, but very good. Are you talking about this one? The one that I have up here, what's it called? From Credo Mutua. David Icke often refers to Credo. Okay, I'm gonna watch this. Maybe this will be my next video. Do I gym? Yeah, of course. Going to the gym is it's like one of the most important parts of my life for me. Well, how do I? It has to be there. Let me put it like that. I go every day. I haven't been yet today. It's such a busy day. And I train martial arts. I train Muay Thai. I've been training for almost 7 years. And that's really important to me. I love Muay Thai. I love mixed martial arts. I think it's amazing. I woke up over a decade ago while in college and been researching truth ever since. Yes, that one, the reptilian. Oh, okay. This is going to be a good one then. Like Windows on PC, deleting a file. The file never fully gets deleted. Exactly. The memory wipe. Yeah, and I believe that too. Numa Ethos. Finding out that Santa and the Tooth Fairy weren't real made me question everything. I do not bend the knee to any authority. Very cool. For me, what started getting me to think about things, I went to a school where we were raised Muslim, but I went to a school, I had Jewish friends, Christian friends, Hindu friends. I was like, what? This doesn't make any sense. And then the punishment I was told for not being Muslim was going to hell. So I'm like, what? That's so unfair. That just seems ridiculous. And then, yeah. So began the breaking down of the system in my mind. But it took a lot longer to really figure everything out. Melanie says, for many people, school can be like a prison, and prison can be a place of learning. Well, yeah, true. That is true. Some people call it consciousness simulation, and also not all people have souls. Okay. Man, I got to ask the Intuitive Underground about NPCs. That's been blowing my mind, the fact that that's potentially a thing. Yep, humans are powering the machine that I know. Isn't that crazy? Just like in the Matrix, we power the system that entraps us. Because hybrids can only have AI souls and not pure souls. Really? Yeah, the connections are amazing. I think the government, it's like, oh my God, so many comments. I think government's like authority figure, parent telling us what we can and can't do. I think it's fantastic about the Monroe Institute. I'll possibly look into it too. Oh, no way. That's cool. Hey, well, I'm gonna come. I'll talk to you in the live tomorrow because I'm coming a couple days early. So yeah, I'm gonna be in that area. The Black Herd. There's too much material and books to read from one person when I assume most of us have jobs. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, hey, I'm trying. I'm trying my darndest, and I work a ton, but I'm trying. I appreciate that you call out the people that are deceivers in your opinions. The first time I heard Elizabeth April speak, I knew she was a plant. I don't trust most channelers. Melanie, hey, Melanie. Okay, cool. Great, great, great. Great to meet you, Melanie. Huzefa, the other night I was dreaming. This face was in front of me and it had horrible intentions. Not said, just felt. I was overcome with terror. I woke up, then immediately angry. I felt, ooh, interesting. I've never really had a nightmare that I can remember like that. How many times have you reincarnated? Are you going to do past life? I don't know. It's funny that you mentioned that. One of my friends is trying to get me to do it and kind of digging into the Akashic records. I asked Tony about it, Tony Sayers, what his opinion was. And he's like, man, I wouldn't do that because you're getting into channelers and that can be deceptive. So at this point, I've chosen not to do it, but maybe. All right. Melanie says, I mean, getting into a mind frame of hopelessness, we are trapped. There's no way out, etc. Because the cage is the mind, a tricky fine line to take on the info, but also integrate it. If anyone else gets scared in a dream, wake up, then angry. No, that hasn't really happened to me like that. Oh, you had an ND in 2020. Very cool. Tell me about it. My mom said I told her I was abducted by aliens as a kid. I talked to Oh, interesting. I'll have to ask her if she remembers any stories. Gloom or doom, the feeling that you wake up with this feeling that you use to translate the dream. My mom said I told her I was abducted. Okay, I read that. I have a lot of crazy dreams. Really? That's interesting. I go back and watch Dark City. It shows you the control. I think it's older than I know Dark City. I know what you're talking about. It's a cool movie. Do you know? I think no. I haven't watched it. Never mind. I saw a post of somebody talking about it, saying it's a good movie to watch. Do you know Isaki is from Japan? It's soft disclosure and how they trick you into what? No. Isakes. Wait. Isakes. Reincarnation. Let me look. What is that? Isake. What? No. Interesting. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to check this out. What? Melanie, you love MMA? What? No way. That's so cool. That's so rare to find other people that are big into MMA. Yeah, I know Alex Pajeda. Obviously, he's one of my all-time favorite fighters. We have an MMA channel called 107 MMA. And we were just talking on the show today about, and yeah, I'm a fan of Rose as well. My favorite female fighter is Kayla Harrison. But we were talking about the White House card and how excited we are for Pajeda versus, obviously I'm rooting for Pajeda, but I'm a fan of Cyril Gane as well. But we can't wait for that fight. And I'm also a fan of Justin Gaethje. I think Justin Gaethje is being overlooked. Do you train? I train Muay Thai, but do you train any martial arts? And also, yeah, tell me more about how long you've been in MMA. That's so cool. Message me on Instagram too. I'd love to get your thoughts on our MMA channel. But yeah, here is once again, the Pink Tourmaline Huzefa Instagram. Yes, that's so cool. I love meeting other MMA fans. That's so dope. Okay. Anyways, let's see. You need to look at the people that channel reptilians. Yeah, for sure. Do people do that? Satan is the good guy in the Bible. Mystery of Dreams reveals that a dream is warning of a future outcome. Hold on. Mystery of Dreams reveals that a dream is warning of a future outcome of the current subconscious patterns. God, interesting. The future warning can be good or bad news. Interesting. Random fact that I learned when I was into Zodiac. There are more UFC champions. Really? That's crazy. Huh. Yeah, Mike Tyson. I wonder if Alex Pajeda is a Cancer. I took Shotokan. Okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, I took Taekwondo when I was a kid, but then I've gotten much more serious about it in the last, training Muay Thai. And I have a great coach in LA. I haven't been going as regularly to training sessions with him, but at the gym that I go to where I lift weights, I try to hit the bag every day. Lately, since I've been getting super into pickleball, I haven't been as consistent, but I try to always keep my striking sharp, and I shadow box and stuff like that. But my striking's pretty good at this point. Obviously, it's been a long time, and I think it's a great skill set to have. And obviously, if things go awry and you need to defend yourself, you should know. Everybody should know how to do that at a basic minimum. Where are you located, Melanie? What area of the country? Let me know. Hello, all. I found this channel about a week ago. Welcome, Carlos Diaz Jr. Saw the first Soul Trap video and binged all the videos after that. I really like the connections you make. Wesley Chapel, Florida. Let's go. I'm in California. Cali, baby. Maybe when you die, you fail to escape. You can upload your consciousness to a person in the coma like the movie Soul. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Heard stories of that. Nightmares may reoccur, but they usually swap nouns around. But the chronological order of events are the same. Hey, Gloomer Doom's a big MMA fan too. No way. Who would have thought? So many MMA fans in here. That's kind of wild because I don't really meet a lot of MMA fans. Yeah, so I get very excited when I meet them. Who's your favorite fighter, Gloomer Doom? He is. So is. They're both cancers? No way. John Jones? Connor? What? No way. Is he? Oh, wow. That's cool. That's wild. Okay, so GSP, Anderson Silva. Okay, so a little more old school. Who's your favorite current fighter? I mean, Anderson Silva, GSP, legends. Oh, you're in Ohio. Hey, I grew up in Michigan. And I went to law school in Chicago, and I spent 1 year, my first year law school, and then I transferred to Chicago, and then I lived in Minnesota. So I spent a lot of time in the Midwest, and I've been to Ohio, obviously, a million times. Yeah, have you ever been to Cedar Point? I love Cedar Point. We used to go there so much as a kid. So that's really cool. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm actually going to be in Chicago later on in June. So what the heck is pickleball? Yo, it's so fun. So I love tennis, actually. That's my favorite sport. I love tennis. But I started having problems with my hands and started getting carpal tunnel, so I couldn't play tennis anymore. But pickleball is way less, it's way less harmful on your hands and your wrists. So that's why I switched, and it's really, really fun. Tennis is still, I would say, a superior. I still like tennis better, but I can't play. So what am I going to do? Hey, Melanie, you're Australian. Let's go. Some of the nicest people I've ever met are Australian. That's cool. Ventura County, California. What? You're from Ventura? Oh, cool. Welcome. That's awesome. Cali, baby. I'm trying to lucid dream. During the day, I randomly ask myself, I'm dreaming, then touch physically something near me. Interesting. Do you like yeah. Oh, no. Do I like the sport of boxing? I really don't. I got to be honest. To me, MMA is real. I don't want to offend you if you're a boxing fan, but I don't like a lot of the holding that happens in boxing. Some heavyweight boxing is interesting. What I love about MMA is it's real fighting. It's MMA fighters, I believe, would win 99.9% of street fights if they had to have a street fight against a pure boxer. And I love the aspect of mixed martial arts that it's real. It's true self-defense. And hence why I study Muay Thai and not boxing, because I want to know how to use all my weapons if I had to get into an altercation. Elbows, not just boxing, where you can break your hands, by the way, knees, kicks, and people aren't expecting kicks a lot of times who haven't trained. So, and I find MMA way more entertaining, me personally. Although Rico Verhoeven fight was interesting. Quantum consciousness, he knows how to. Okay. Let me see. I think I have that on the list. Let me double check. Quantum. Wait, are you talking about? No, yeah, quantum conscious. Okay, I added it to the list. Black Curd, you play tennis while eating pickles. Legendary. Okay, now I get your sense of humor, Viv. Melanie, Gemini do very well in MMA as well. Really? Hey, Amanda Nunes. Yo, Melanie, let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you a question. You say Amanda Nunes is the baddest ever. Who do you think wins when she fights Kayla Harrison? Because Kayla Harrison's my favorite female fighter, and I think she beats Amanda Nunes. Let me know your thoughts. Black Herd, Viv. Love Cedar Point. Let's go. Cedar Point. I went there so many times. I haven't been in so long. I love that place. Love that place. It's so fun. Viv, try mugwort under your pillow. Yo, you been to Cedar Point too? Oh yeah, that's right. Because you live in, don't tell me. You told me before and I'm forgetting. Shoot, I can't remember. But that's cool. I like NFL football. Yeah, and hey, to each his own, right? NFL, whatever, you know what I mean? I don't watch really anything. I just watch MMA. That's it. Mugwort gives you labyrinth dreams, like eating mushrooms and going to sleep. Interesting. Really? I wonder if I should try that. I've never tried mugwort. I hate to admit it, but I also use quartz crystals around. Really? Should we all be doing that? Yeah, you said Minnesota before, and I forgot. You did say that. Darn it. Yeah, okay. But that's cool. Indiana. Nice. Paula from Australia. Welcome. Through your interview, Tony Sayers. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy the way I'm going about this stuff is resonating with people. I'm sure it's not for everybody, but I love this community that we're building here. It is awesome. People are so nice and friendly, and that's what I'm all about. And I love this. And I cannot wait for our Google Meet call tomorrow. So again, it's in the members section. It's a members only post. For those of you guys who are members, I open it up to all members. Just find that members only post. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. PST, we are doing the Google Meet. And we're going to get to see everybody face to face. And we're going to have an amazing discussion for an hour. And I cannot wait to see how it goes. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all there. I used to have violet night. Really? Oh man, that is scary. Copper by your bed. What? Really? Well, now you tell me. I didn't know this. I wish I would have known this. So should I wait? Tell me because I've been trying to astral project for like 2 months now. So Lisa, what do I? And by the way, sorry, I'm not trying to act like I'm mad at you. I just wish I would have known because I'll do that right now. What should I order copper wise to put around my bed? I'll do it immediately. At Gloom, no judgments. Has anybody else heard about this copper thing? I mean, tell me. I'll literally get it right now and I'll put it around my bed. Guys, I'm about to go in 5 minutes. My throat is dying. Oh, I see your question in here, Tracy. From the hardware store? Okay, so just like a copper rod. And hold on, let me see. Let me look up on Amazon if there's anything interesting. Copper, large copper item to put around your bed. Let me see. Whoa. What about copper pyramid? What about a copper pyramid? Oh, wait a minute. What do you think about this? I know it looks a little expensive, but what about this thing? Large copper pyramid for meditation fits bed. It's for meditation. What? What is this? Oh, shoot. What do you think about this? Wait, how is it that big? What? Oh, you can get different. What? Wait, it fits over the whole bed. Look at that. What is this? Is that insane? Or should I do that? Okay, I have no idea. I'll have to look into this more at another time. Wild. I wish I would have known about this. Oh, hold on one second. Let me close this. Gotta close some stuff. I'm getting warnings that I'm running out of memory. Also, please interview Shamanic Self. Okay, let me add that to the list. Hold on. You put it under your bed. Got it. Okay. Huzaifa going to hardware. So no, but I'll order something right away. I mean, dude, this is so important to me. There's an Indian herbal doctor recommends copper wire wired to the bed at night. Okay. I'll email astral projection. Yes. Please do. Rory McDonald, Brock Lesnar, Kamar. Ooh, I love Kamar Usman. Chael Sonnen. Kayla is a Cancer. Wow. Oh, yes. You think Kayla will beat Amanda Nunes? Let's go. So far, Amanda holds that title, not for long. Yeah. Damn. This is so cool. I love this. LOL, my phone battery at 7%. Yeah, we were not here for a while. Taking low dose naltrexone helped me lucid dream, but faded after a while. I don't. Somebody else said melatonin as well. Maybe I'll do it. I just want to try and stay away from, I'm trying to do it just, naturally. Well, I take magnesium, but that's it. Because there was a while where I was smashing like THC every night before I went to bed, L-theanine, this whole cocktail of stuff to help me sleep. And I've been trying to get away from all of that and just have natural sleep. Oh yeah, the pyramids are way cool. So wait, Tracy, do you think I should get the pyramid thing? And like, that's the best thing? Copper wire connected to earth while sleeping. Lisa, or Tracy's laughing at me. Are those pyramids legit? I have no idea. Melanie says copper is amazing. Really? Should I get copper stuff? Tell me why. I will literally get a bunch of copper stuff right now. There's gardening technique, copper antennas and soil. Breathwork is also like meditation. Jordan Crowder YouTube channel. Numa Ethos. Or Melanie, I would love one of those pyramids. I noticed vivid dreaming increasing with copper connection to other realms. Yeah, I saw that. Sleep with really? Okay. I mean, that's what I take. I take magnesium glycinate before I go to bed. Get the pyramids and do a review. LOL. Okay, I guess I will. Pixar yeah, I wear copper bracelets on each wrist. No way. I use copper rods under the bed. Really? Yes, if you can get the pyramid put under the bed. Really? Okay, done. I'm getting it. I'm going to do it tonight. What if I put copper under my pillow? I'm going to do everything. I'm going to get copper bracelets. I'm going to do the whole shebang. Jordan Crowder. Yeah, I use the Hemisync stuff because I use it from the Expand app, but to no avail yet. But I've been having some really crazy experiences. Like I feel like I'm right on the verge of popping out of my body. It just hasn't happened yet. Submerged in water, darkness, my best meditation. Some people, well, there's a place there's a health spa near me where you can do a float tank. And I might do that at some point again to try and meditate in there. The problem is you can't I could actually have them put music on. Okay, I'll think about all this. All right, guys, we just hit the 2-hour mark. I love this. I want to stay, but my voice is absolutely dead. It's hurting, and I need to take a break here. So I'm going to have to call it a day. Gender Ender, I sent you a response. I hope you got it. Yeah, it's bedtime. Well, not yet. I think I'm going to take Cosmo one more time to the DOGPARK. He deserves it, little legend, because our first trip was very short today. So, and last but not least, I'll say one more time, if you guys are able to follow me on Instagram, I'd really appreciate it. But no worries. If not, I understand either way. But there is the Insta handle at Pink Tourmaline, Huzaifa. You can follow me there, message me there, all that good stuff. A couple more comments. Ooh, deprivation tank. Oh, yeah. It's very cool. I've done it once. Listen to binaural beats. Yeah, for sure. I think the Hemisync stuff, I think it is binaural beats. I'm not sure. Take care, Pinkites. Hey, I like that. Pinkites. Let's go. Good night. See you next live. All right, you got the message. All right, amazing. Peace. You guys are the best. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see all the members tomorrow for the Google Meet. Thank you so much for joining. Take it easy.